a Jules Day.
Yeah,
it's a Jules Day. Happy Friday, Junior, everybody. We got one more day of Friday.
Hey.
Every time you guys doing?
Cracking up.
Right.
Happy Friday, Junior.
Happy Friday, Junior.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. This is episode 13.
What?
Can y'all believe it?
Yes.
13.
I can't believe it. 13.
That's crazy. I don't know where the time gone, but we here. Episode 13, and we're excited. We're going to talk about entanglement. That is our subject of the day.
Say it again, say it again.
Entanglement.
Mm.
Okay? All of you out there that don't know what entanglement is, it's basically a complicated situation in some type of a relationship. Okay? Because remember, all relationships, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, co-workers, whatever, it's all relationships. But we're talking about entanglement today. And it's gonna be a hot topic. We can't wait to get into it. My name is Stephanie, and I am a Jewel.
You sure are. Hey, sis. Looking cute.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, my name is Kesey and I am a Jewel as well.
Hey.
You sure are.
Hey, sis.
Bye. That face.
Hey, y'all. Oh.
Hey, Ted.
Hi, Tip. I love that green. You know, green is my favorite color. I love it.
Oh, hey. Oh, shimmy.
Jiggly baby. A jiggly baby.
Go ahead, baby.
Yes.
Hey, guys. It's your girl, Sue. And I am so excited about our show as usual. You guys already know I'm like super excited every show, but I'm really excited about this topic. Damn.
Right. Hey sis, looking good, looking refreshed.
Hi, you too, boo. Thank you. I love your hair.
Thank you.
She's doing it.
Thank you. Hey guys, it's your girl Diva Drea, and I am a Jewel. Hey.
Hey, Joel.
Yes, you are.
Hey.
Yes, you are, girl.
I'm a Jewel.
Hey, Dre.
Hey, ladies. Hey, sisters. All right, guys. So who are the Phoenix Jewels? The Phoenix Jewels are 5 indispensable, educated, classy, intelligent women. We represent beauty and class. All right?
Oh, yeah.
We are sisters first. All right? You got that? We are sisters first. But the bonus is the business partners. All right? And so I'm not going to have you guys waiting no more longer. Let's get into this show with the
No more longer, sis?
No more longer. I know, right?
I heard you.
Go.
I meant no longer.
Yo, Kesey is a whole fool, yo.
No more longer shall y'all wait.
Right, no more longer.
Do it.
I suddenly became.
Fact for y'all.
I'm from down south.
Let's go.
Oh, let's get it. What's the fun fact? What's the fun fact?
Let's go.
So, the fun fact is that I'm sure a lot of y'all do not know, unless you've been rocking with us before, like we were the Phoenix Jewels, okay? That there are, clearly, there is a Tiffany Nicole, and there's a Tiffany, right? And then there's an Andrea, and there's another Andrea. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that?
I don't think they knew that.
I don't think so, sis.
2 Andreas.
Kesey, I think everybody's confused.
Right.
I wonder why.
Help them out, sis. Help them out.
Drop that fun fact, baby.
So basically, my name is Andrea.
Well, shut now.
Shut up. It's what?
The front door.
It is Andrea.
Close the door and the windows.
Right.
No.
So yes. However, I go by Kesey. So don't think you can pull up in the streets and yell out Andrea and I'm gonna turn around. I'm just gonna look at you like you don't know.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna turn around.
But I just wanted to give y'all that fun fact today, okay?
Right.
I love that.
I love that fun fact because it is a true fun fact.
I feel like every time we talk, like I talk about you guys, and I don't know, like I just feel like nobody even understands like your name. If they accidentally see it or something, like who the heck is Andrea? Like who is that? Don't worry, her name is Kesey. We call her Kesey. Don't worry.
Right, confusing as hell. They be like, wait, what?
It's so true.
And then they're funny. They're like, so you're Tiffany. She's like, no, I am Tiffany Nicole. That's Tiffany.
Right.
Oh,
like,
don't
get it
complain
together.
on her name. She
There
gonna
you
check
go.
each and every time.
Right.
It's the first name. It's not a second
Tiffany
name. It's not a middle
Nicole.
name. It is Tiffany Nicole, her
That's
first
it.
name.
Period.
Please don't ever get it twisted.
Period.
No. And then
That
like when
reminds me of when
that
reminds me of us doing our shows back in the day, how we actually met, you know, and everybody would get us all mixed up with our names.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
my name would be under designer, her name's under designer, your name under designer. Like,
exactly.
which Tiffany is it? So yeah.
It's so funny.
That's a fun fact, Kesey.
Yeah.
that was a
And then there's Sue.
oh yes.
And then
There's
there's
two Tiffany's, two Andreas, and then one Sue.
Exactly.
that was like the perfect like fun fact. I loved it.
Mhm.
So let's go ahead and jump right into the entanglement of it all. So
Actually, no, sis, no.
Before we
no,
get
we're
into
not jumping in.
Black
I
owned
was
business.
that I was ready, like jump. Okay.
You were.
Hold up.
I know they ready. I see the comments on Facebook. They like, tag me in. I got something to say. Hold on.
I'm going
Double
second. Tag me in.
Before we get into the entanglements, so last week, if y'all saw the podcast, you did hear us say that we wanted to start showcasing and highlighting Black businesses. Okay, so we decided to start this week.
So excited about this one. This is great.
We're so happy about our guests. Oh my God.
Yes, we're so excited about our guest.
We have an
Her
amazing
name is
guest.
Her name is Trinity Jackdale, and she is a young lady at the age of 19. She's 19, guys, and she has her own
19.
business, her own profit organization.
Dope.
She's so bomb.
17, and you know what? I'm gonna stop talking. Let me just show you guys.
Right, let's go, sis. Show them. Because I'm ready.
Bring it in.
My name is Trinity. I own a 501c13 nonprofit organization called From We Can to We Can. I started this nonprofit when I was 17 years old, and I'm now 19. I publish and illustrate books that feature kids with special needs and disabilities as superheroes. And a portion of the proceeds that I make from the books goes back to a family in need. I did my research on how to start this nonprofit, and my mom helped me along the way. And I've been, successful since I've been putting work and dedication into it. But the reason why I started this nonprofit, I've always had a special connection with kids with special needs and disabilities. One best friend, Alexis, who's very dear to my heart. She's been my best friend since kindergarten. She has spinal muscular atrophy. And I noticed one day we were in the playground, she was just playing hopscotch like the rest of the kids, like her disability didn't burden her. So it was in that moment that I realized disabilities and special needs, they don't need to be pointed and picked out. They need to be normalized. How life is for her, which is a totally different world. I wanted to do more for her community. I wanted to do more for people like her. But in 2014, there was a specific incident where she went through a life and death battle and she was in the hospital for 6 months. But there was one specific day where we were bored and we didn't have anything to do. And I noticed that there's movies along the walls and that she had gone through them. And at that moment, I was like thinking, there's no Disney princess or prince with any type of special needs or disabilities. There's no representation in the entertainment industry. So I reached out to Disney directors, I made a video, and I wrote a letter. I didn't hear a response from them. So I took matters into my own hands and decided to start my nonprofit where I create representation of the disability community through my books. So long story short, my best friend really, really inspired me to do this nonprofit organization. We always love the support. We love sharing and things like that. Appreciate everybody's support in supporting the organization. It's very important to get our name out there and help as many families as we can and, receive support as well so that we can continue to keep going.
Yes.
This is awesome. Thank you, Trinity. That was
my
amazing.
God, Trinity, we love your ambition. Oh my God.
I was like, so we met, we found her in one of our Facebook groups that we follow called Black Owned Businesses for New Jersey residents or something like that. So she just popped up on there. We was just like, you know what? We have to showcase her. We have to show her some love and get her on the podcast. And, so let me get her in to see if she could introduce herself. Hope we didn't lose her. Did we lose her?
I hope not. She's
there she goes.
She's here. She joined. Yay!
Right out. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
We're happy to have you, girl.
Happy to have you.
What you're
So,
doing.
Tiffany, tell us some more about what we saw. First of all, it's amazing. Your video is amazing. What you did is amazing. Your best friend's amazing. Like we're just so excited. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so like I said in the video, I started it when I was 17 years old. But I've always had a connection with kids with special needs and disabilities. I've always been surrounded by them, and my heart really grew from them from the day that I knew about their world. But you know, growing with my best friend, I've been with my best friend since kindergarten, and we're still best friends now. Learning
That's
what
awesome.
life like is her as far as between money and finding representation, I noticed that life is hard for them. Life is hard because there's not that representation, and there's a lot of financial burdens that come from having a disability. And I didn't think it was fair. So that's why I started my nonprofit, where I was figuring out a way to find representation and to help fund the special needs community. So that's when I reached out to Disney directors, hoping that they could do it, but they didn't. So I took matters into my own hands and created my nonprofit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Girl.
That's what I'm
Absolutely, yes, absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank
Love
you.
it.
So what has been the response, and is it going as well as you expected?
It's going beyond what I can really describe. Glory to God for everything, because I wouldn't be able to do it without him. But when I started out, all I had was a donation bucket and some wristbands. And now I'm 50C13 certified. I have 3 books available on Amazon.
Yes.
I've probably donated over $5,000 just to different families and kids and just whatever you could think of. We've just been, really helping different families. I think all the time we think of like Ellen and Oprah helping people that go viral, but there's so many people in pocketed communities that get overlooked because they're not viral, but their story is just as important. And I think that my organization is trying to highlight there's so many people, so many things that we don't know about. So that's why I fight so hard to create this representation and get the funding for these families.
Nice.
That is so awesome, girl. You have such a good heart.
an amazing story.
Thank you.
And we want people to know how they can, help and support, donate, whatever it is. We are going to showcase what we're doing on our social media.
Absolutely.
But just please give people a chance to hear how they can support you.
Definitely. So usually we have yearly events. This year we're supposed to host a fashion show for special needs and disabilities. But because of COVID, I had to postpone that. But there's always a silver lining to everything. And fortunately, I was able to have a gift basket fundraiser that's actually running now. And glory to God, I just woke up to news that Corey Komet, NFL running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, actually donated a signed hoodie and poster for my gift basket donation. So that is actually running. We extended it to July 29th. It was originally ending on Saturday, but we just extended it. So that is a great way to support, as that is our kind of like our celebration right now, because it's actually we're making a donation to the families that were involved in the fashion show from this event. So that's one of the biggest ways, other than sharing, because that's really important to me, sharing and trying to find other families that we can help and connect with. And not only that, most of the gift baskets we received actually during the time of the Black Lives Matter movement. So we actually had Black businesses donating their merchandise and things like that. So we had Black on Black support, which I think is so crucial. It's so amazing. So a lot of our products are from Black businesses. So thank you to everyone who donated to that. Thank you guys, between corporations and Black owned businesses, and then other businesses and things like that. But I think that's super important to highlight as far as Black supporting Black, and it's just been a great experience, and it's virtual. And my biggest thing from learning from COVID is to find an alternative, and God keeps showing me the alternatives while we're going through this season of staying home and staying put. So I'm really appreciative of all the people that have supported this event that we have running right now.
Yes.
Well, we support you, and we think you're the real We think you're the real superhero. That's
Thank you.
That's what we think.
Definitely are the real superhero.
Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I mean,
so much.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna add that, just like my Jew said, I just think it's remarkable that at your age, all that you can accomplish, and that you are an inspiration to young women like yourself who can look at you, look up to you, whether they have special needs or whether they don't. That's something can be done, and we don't have to wait for higher organizations and companies to step in and make a change for our communities. So I think that was a huge step. I think it was a major step. And any way we can support and help out, like even using our platform today for your show, our show, we will be more than likely to to collaborate with you and just like help you push the agenda, because it's amazing and it's very needed. So I just wanted to commend you on that and to just keep going, because I know it's not an easy task, but just keep going, keep pushing forward. And again, we're proud of you and we're happy for you, and we thank you for joining us today.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Exactly.
And we hope to see you again.
Yes.
This is not the only time. We want to see you come back. All right, come back on the show.
This is not gonna be the only time we see Trinity. Okay?
No, not the only time. I will be back.
So we'll be in touch, but if you can, go onto our Facebook. We're live right now. Just make sure you put as much information as possible so that the people that are watching can just click and then go directly to your organization site.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, Trinity. Bye. We love you.
So sweet.
Oh, amazing. Awesome. And inspiring.
Okay. Black girl magic.
Yeah, that is Black girl magic.
Yes.
I mean, she just like gives me chills. It's just like so amazing. I can't even like put into words how amazing what she,
and at 19
is, and it's so impactful. I'm just like, OMG.
Yeah, definitely empowering.
OMG.
I love it.
OMG.
Me too.
Yes. We're going to get into the topic, but shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook.
Yes. Shout out to
you got a lot of love on Facebook, but shout out to all of you.
Sanjay. Yes, I see you all over there.
Rachel, Sanjay, Angela.
All right, let's get into
Velvet.
it.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, let's get into it, guys. Okay, so I was super excited about it, as you guys already know, because I like jumped and skipped the topic.
Exactly.
And so like now I'm actually on the topic, and now I'm super excited again. So it's entanglement, guys. And I know that you guys all know about entanglement with the Jada and Will Smith, but they're not the only couple in the world that have entanglements. Let's be clear. Like it happens across the globe every day. And I'm sure some of us have family and friends that are in one right now. So I'm going to speak on that. But my situation I'm going to speak on is a little bit, you know how you make, associates and friends at work. This is one of my coworker situations. So I'm not going to say any names. I'm going to give you guys the situation for my coworker. All right. So long story short, she's into girls, but she has a fiance, and he knows that. Oh, so yes, she is a she. She has a fiance, and she's into girls, and her fiance knows that she's into girls. He just prefers that he's included when she's into girls. However, she stepped outside the line. She stepped outside the box and started seeing the girl, on her own time. They started seeing each other on their own time. Like, the entanglement that they had, the threesome entanglement that they had was pretty good, and she wanted to test it out on her own. Ooh. Okay, so this is where the problem starts, okay? So he didn't, girl. Okay. So he didn't know that she was still seeing the girl on the side. He thought that it was that one time, it was done, it was over. And so he ended up finding out through like her text conversations, like they were still seeing each other. Because when you live with people, you texting it right over your shoulder, shit happens, right? So he found out they had like a big blow up. He was like super angry, super mad. And she was like, I don't understand why you're so upset, because, we've been down this road before, and you saw the girl after we said we was going to see the girl. So they both end up seeing the girl on the side.
I can't.
But didn't know that they were sneaking with each other.
Oh, she must have put it on them.
They thought that they was playing each other.
He had that.
The girl was playing both of them.
They didn't want to share.
So can we say meant. Okay. So my thing is this. It's like he was mad at her because she was doing the same thing that he was doing. But it's like they both made the commitment to just do it that one time with each other. And if they wanted to do it again, you know, they would do it again together. However, they both stepped out and was seeing the girl on the side together, and he was more upset than she was. She was like, all right, fine, it is what it is. We both messed up. Let's keep it pushing. But we know that not all men, but majority of the men can't take what they dish out. So he was very upset that she had her entanglement with her, but he also had an entanglement with her, but he was mad that she was at ease. Like, all right, you did it. We both messed up. Let's keep it pushing. Like, now we're going forward. No more threesomes. We're going to leave it alone because we both slipped. So my thing is, what y'all think about that situation though?
Wow. Now my thing is they all should just
That's a lie.
They all should just get together.
I think it's crazy. That's crazy.
They need to enter an entanglement together.
Come on, think about it. At the end of the day, the girl that they seeing, she is the one getting over all the way. She having the best of both worlds, right? But my thing is, it's not like he went out cheated with someone else and she went out and cheated. They out cheating with the same person. They all might as well just come together
and be one.
They might as well. It's like
fun.
Just be open about it. People like the chase. So some people like that sneaking, that feeling of almost getting caught.
I think it's like a rush for them.
Right. And so when it's open that way, they probably won't be open to being open. But they just like that rush. But for me, I would say, hey, let's just all get together. How you doing?
But they can still, but that's the problem. I think they want her to themselves. Because think about it, they hooked up together.
Yep.
And like then it's like, oh, let me sneak over here, and didn't have a real conversation about, you know, like, well, I have really enjoyed, like, wait, I'm kind of feeling her. Like that's the type of conversation they should have had. But of course, like, no, they didn't. But I feel like they kind of wanted her to themselves, and maybe they could actually have a situation going on where they both know they're both dealing with her, and not necessarily have to say every time that they're with her, but at least they know. And then that way, it can be they can have that rush of, oh, I'm going to see my side chick, but it's an approved side chick.
It's an approved side chick. Yeah,
it's all a conversation, like you said. They can have that. I think they can have that if they really, really wanted to. They could. Like, all right, we know
they can figure it out,
but just. When you do what you do until we decide to have a date night all together, you know? Like
true. I mean,
that was juicy.
I was gonna say
that's a messy situation though.
Now you see why I couldn't say names? Girl, they in a hot mess though right now. Okay?
Ooh, wee.
What you gonna say?
So Velvet said she had that ooh wee.
Yes, she had the bomb down there. They both went bunny back. They
and
both
she
were
probably
going back
with some other people.
That's right.
That's why she's floating around. Like she know it too. Like, okay, I'm going over here on Saturday, and Monday I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah. No, she was living the life. Okay, homegirl was living the life.
But the thing about it is, guys, it's like a double standard. Like, can you believe
it is a double standard?
For doing the same thing he was doing, like, dude, how you be mad at her? You did the same thing.
Because he wants to keep them both to himself.
Right.
And then
don't want them dipping into nothing. Right. He want to be the man.
He didn't like being deceived. He didn't mind doing the deceiving, but he didn't like being deceived, and that was the real issue with him. Where she was like, "Oh shit, well I fucked up, you fucked up."
Because she was asking me for advice, and I'm like, "Girl, I don't know. I don't live my life asking. I'm not gonna ask you."
So give her my number.
Yes. Y'all gonna be the best friend. I'm like, you know what? I got a friend for you. Hold that thought, because I don't know what answer to give her. Okay.
Isn't that similar to Kehlani and what's his name?
Oh,
and Big Sean?
YG?
No. YG.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they something different.
It's something different. It's a little similar, a little different. But yeah,
it's similar because they have an open relationship, but then he still dipped without telling her.
And I've heard so many situations like that, and so many situations like that. I mean, it's even worse. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was about to get into a story. I was about to say it's.
Yo, you get on my nerves.
Yeah, saying it's even worse when the person is married and they're going through a divorce. Because I know of a situation like that where the person was married, they're supposed to be going through a divorce. He started seeing another girl. Then when the wife found out, she got mad, and they started seeing each other again while he's still seeing the other girl. And it just became a hot ass mess.
So the wife became the side chick, became the next chick, and the main chick.
Right. Yep. And then guess what happened? Guess what happened though? But guess what happened? What y'all think? He ended up back with his wife.
Of course he did.
Of course.
Of course he did. The other woman was excitement.
Yep.
But then the wife got on board with it. Was like,
he like, wait,
probably brought
I don't want to lose him.
The relationship. He's like, I'm not leaving.
Right. Right.
I know how to go.
Which was crazy. I'm just like, but y'all was getting a divorce. I'm lost.
But they was getting a divorce because there was no excitement. And now that excitement happened, she sparked it. She was like, you know what? I can have fun with my wife.
Right.
But do you think there's a way that couples can bring back excitement into a relationship without having an entanglement?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Absolutely.
You have to.
I think you both have to be open to
that
it.
excitement back in your life.
You just have to know what it is. Like how you get them is how you got to keep them. You can't dress sexy for them in the beginning only. If that's how you been, he come home and you see you dressing up. And he used to y'all going out and you treating him a certain way. He treating you a certain way. Y'all got to continue that. So y'all got to try to make sure to have a date night every week or every month. Figure it out. You know, y'all have
you have to find time for each other.
Yeah, find time for each other. You have to.
You have to make that time. Like just like you brush your teeth in the morning, every morning, you gotta make that a priority. No, I'm serious. You gotta make it.
No, you're right.
Like you make brushing your teeth a priority, right? You want to have fresh breath and nice teeth, right? So make that person a priority. Well, some of us.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And if you don't,
emotional too. You got to keep that emotional connection as well. You keep that connection, and that'll keep the fire going. There's no other way.
It's like you always talk about communication, Tiffany. At the end of the day, that's the minute you feeling like it ain't there anymore, there need to be a conversation because y'all can get it back. You just have to acknowledge it. You have to be real about it. Maybe y'all got caught up in your work life and this and that and forgetting about each other.
It can happen.
You have to make a conscious decision to be like,
but
you know what, let me fix this.
But I feel like you both have to want it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It can't be lopsided. Because lopsided, you can forget it. It's not gonna happen. It's not. Gonna
you
work.
already know.
You know
that's done.
You're gonna be like, I want you, and he like, I'm checking out Tiffany. How you doing? You know. So.
Spencer said he didn't get mad. He just evened up the score.
Huh?
Spencer
I guess so.
He was already doing it. That's not an even up the score.
Right. There's no even up the score. They both was doing it.
Right.
Right.
And he
found
did
out
that.
Oh yeah.
Here he go. Here he go.
Here he goes, Spencer.
Here he go. Here he go.
Exactly, Sanjay. He was being greedy. Exactly.
Who said that?
Sanjay.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, you know, here's the thing. Like I agree with you, ladies. Like there definitely have to be checks and balances. Period. Like throughout your relationships, like people, you're a person, you change. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially women, we change our mind all the time about shit. You know what I'm saying? So like you definitely got to do checks and balances with your partner. Like, hey, I know November 1st last year we was trying to do X, Y, and Z, but now I'm feeling like, you know, I'm feeling like this. So like you just gotta check in because things change, people change, circumstances change. So if you're not checking in and balancing in with your partner, with communication, it's gonna go downhill.
Absolutely.
No question.
Speaking of being greedy, okay, so I have a little input to this. I was getting off the subway. This is back when I used to take the subway last year.
Heard you,
You used to take the subway last year because she don't take it this year.
She don't take it this year.
She don't take it during COVID. Heard you.
I can't.
So this man, you know, he had to be about maybe early 60s or whatever. I'm coming out the train station. He stops me. He's like gonna hand me a business card, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. You know, I would love to take you out." Bunch of small talk. I was like, "Dude, I'm not interested." He was like, "You know, like we could just be friends." I was like, "Look, I have a man." I was lying. I didn't. That fellas, we lie all the time. We lie.
Of course we do.
We all know that don't stop him. So
that's not.
And clearly, it did not stop him because he says, "So what? I have a wife."
Exactly.
What are you saying?
Oh, what? Well, all right.
So what? I got a wife, and what you saying? See,
that's what he said.
He was like, "Let's entangle."
right. Let's entangle. Exactly.
I want to tango in this entanglement.
They think that's okay. That's not okay.
So what? I have a wife. What do you say?
I have people say that to me all the time.
So
that's their lifestyle, though.
But they know that if you were with them and you stepped out, they would have a heart. They would have a heart attack. So why would you want me to now do that? Why would you want me to step out of my relationship for you?
Because they're being selfish. They're just thinking about themselves.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they only think about themselves.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even lie and say I'm in a relationship. I literally be like, I'm single as fucking not interested. Just want to let you know.
Just in case you
You
thought
gotta
you
just
had
put
a
it out
chance.
there.
I just want to let you know.
Whatever. They gonna curse you out, call
Right.
you bitch, whatever. Just keep moving.
I'm
Put
single.
the
as
music
fuck.
back in my ears and walk off.
And I'm not interested. Right. So with that being said, like I find myself meeting or even knowing, like I have a bunch of married guy associates, you know, in my life where they're married but still flirting with me, still making advances, still doing all of this, and you are married.
Lord.
That is not attractive to me. I'm not attracted to that. Like that is disgusting. Focus on your situation. Like literally, like I'm not into that. I'm really not into that. And maybe it works for the next woman, but every woman does not feel special because you're in a marriage or a committed relationship, but you're over there trying to get entangled with somebody else. That's not appealing to me.
Right. Like, why would you want that?
Right.
Your wife.
Yeah.
Or it's always, we could be friends. Like, no, I have 50 million friends. I don't need you as another friend. I'm sorry. I'm good.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
And if it was like the other way around, if I'm the one being cheated on, you know, so I've just had to think about like, you know, what if I was in an entanglement? Because I've been in situations where I was cheated on and in an entanglement that I didn't know I was entangled in.
Right. Right. Say it again.
Like,
right.
We've all been there before.
Yeah.
I was looking at, I'm sure we've all seen this from the Braxton Family Values, where Tony Braxton is like, look, I learned this from my mom. Do not ever ask a man about the next woman unless you're prepared to do something about it, or you'll be that side woman. You'll be the side chick.
Yeah, because once you find out you ain't doing nothing, that's exactly what you are. You proved it. So now you're going to do what he want even more openly and freely.
That's it.
And my thing is, before you even get to that step, if you got to ask, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Because
Yes,
before I even have to think to ask you that, we got a problem, Houston.
Right.
Okay.
But also you gotta ask that question because I want you to be straight up front, honest with me. And even if you're not, I am reading your whole entire face and your body. So I will ask the question because I already know the answer, but I want to see what you say. And I just want to finalize moving the fuck on. So for me, I still will ask that question. I won't just walk out.
Yeah, access should be the confirmation. Access should be the confirmation. Absolutely. Like I shouldn't be asking you hoping that you give me an answer because you're gonna lie to me 9 times out of 10. Let's be clear. So like before you ask that question, I agree with that statement from the Braxtons too. But my thing is initially, if you have to ask, you know there's a problem there. And and I agree. Like if you know there's a problem, know what you're gonna do with that problem. Like know if you're gonna want to share and be okay with sharing, or know if you're gonna be ready to leave. Like have a solution.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the problem could also be other things. Like, you know, some people just jump to the conclusion of they're cheating, but sometimes it is literally their interests are somewhere else. Maybe it's in work, maybe it's in, it does not have to be a woman. Sometimes you are no longer the priority, and that's where you the check and balance thing that Sue was talking about. You got to check in, like, okay, what's going on? This ain't gonna work. Like you can't come to me being consistent and doing all the things I love and that shit fall off because I'm about to fall out. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna check in like, wait, no, because you ain't doing this no more. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, it's true.
You better be prepared to keep it up.
You can't come and say, "Oh, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing that." But it takes more. I still want your attention. I still want that don't stop.
That's right.
Oh, let's be clear. I still need you to flirt. I still need you to date me. I still need you to blow my phone up. I still need you to FaceTime me, call me, date me. I need all of that. Just like how you pursued me when you first got me.
Say it again.
It's even much work
again for the ones in the back, Sue.
Right. Say it again.
It's even more
Please say it again.
Me. I need you to keep me because now that you got me, don't get comfortable, don't get lax.
Right.
Like, okay, she's with me.
And that's what happens. They get comfortable real quick.
No.
They get comfortable real quick.
Yep.
Don't get comfortable.
You know,
I mean, we all do. We all get
comfortable.
comfortable, but I feel like even women sometimes too. Like women get comfortable too. It's not just the man thing. Like they stop getting their hair done, they stop doing their nails, they stop doing their makeup, they stop
taking care
of
themselves. Period.
They start looking hit because they're like, oh, my man not going away. I got the ring. No, sis, you still got to keep it up. You
he still got eyes.
Attracted to you,
Right.
so it's both sides.
Exactly. He still got eyes.
You don't want him looking at the next chick who's keeping herself up, and he got to look beside him and look at you like, damn. She used to look like that. Like, nah, you don't want that. Nah.
No.
Well, Mino on Facebook said that most women don't mind dating married or messing with married men because then she don't feel locked down.
No.
That's true.
I don't know about most women. I know there are women out there
not
like
most
that.
women for sure.
Yeah, but that
goes.
goes both
women
ways.
out there
That's
like that.
A man dating a married woman, it's the same thing. He don't have to lock down those strings attached. It's just fun to have.
But then the problem is,
I had this friend. She was like that.
9 times out of 10, they get attached.
Somebody
and
gets
then you
attached.
in a whole entanglement, and you caught feelings. You messed up the whole thing.
Thank you.
Somebody catch
feelings into those things, unless you are like a player. Like you know what I mean? Like, you know, you cut them feelings. Ain't no feelings. Okay, it's power.
Yeah, don't like
exactly.
Look, he a husband for a reason. You're gonna get caught up. You're a wife for a reason. You're gonna get caught up.
Caught up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's true.
Because I have a friend that all she dated, she was a beautiful girl too, and all she dated was married men. Or if they weren't married, they were in a relationship.
Yep.
That's the only kind of guy she dated. I used to be like, girl, why? And she's like, girl, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. And I used to be like, you could totally meet like somebody great. She was real pretty, but that was her thing. She just, I don't know what happened because we're out of touch right now. But I mean,
yeah, and that may be a good thing that you're out of touch.
Oh, absolutely, girl. Because that
friend to keep it pushing. Thank you,
it's true. But Evelyn is on point. You see Evelyn's comment on Facebook.
No, let us know what it is.
She agrees, but when they do stuff like that, when they get in a relationship with a married person, they got to know their place. They got to know they can never contact the wife or the husband or question them. Don't ask him to come out for any type of emergencies. He's not yours. It's absolutely true. That's
sounds good.
So
the holidays,
they're not yours.
Let's talk about all
even if they're separated.
A lot of people, a lot of women don't know their place. They don't know how to pump their brakes. Yes, sorry.
Time out. Because I remember talking to Tiffany Crafton, and she was giving me the tea about her entanglement story. So can you drop your entanglement story?
Oh, you talking about from back in the day, like back in the day?
I mean, you know, whatever story you was gonna share today, I'm here for it. But I'm just saying.
Right.
Well, back in the day, you know, back in my heyday, you know, when I was out there, when I was a youngin', you know, but seriously, no, bro. But back in the day, I had a boyfriend. Well, before he became my boyfriend, I knew that he had baby mothers, right? He let me know from the door he had baby mothers. So I knew that. But he told me he was single. You know how guys will lie if they have to get what they want. He told
always
me
single.
We became friends, and then our friendship became a little more. I knew him and his baby mother lived together. So I wasn't stupid. Like, I knew they clearly was doing something, even if he wasn't claiming her to me, but I liked him and I didn't care, you know? But then it's like once feelings got involved, like we were just talking about, because somebody's gonna catch feelings, right?
Yep.
Now, once feelings got involved, I felt the way about him going home to her. So it's like, all right, it's really not with her. So now put the pressure on him, because if you're really not with her, then you need to make a decision. Either you want to be with me or you want to live there. And I'm not trying to make you, you know, you don't have to choose. You can just stay where you at, but I'm gonna make a choice for myself and I'm gonna keep pushing. And that's what it was. And he wound up moving out and moving in with his parents because they really didn't have a solid anything. They were still fucking, which I knew. And what solidified it for me was she called me. Once his baby mother called me, I already knew what it was. So here I am. I had to fall back and know my role. Even though he lied to me, I knew it was more. But when she called me, I wasn't gonna be that one to be like, well, yeah, we fucking what? I stepped back and I was like, no, we just friends. And that solidified it for me that they were doing more than what he admitted to me that they were doing. So with that being said, he had a decision to make and he chose to leave and go live with his parents. And with that being said, we wound up together. We had a somewhat of a relationship, but it ended because he wound up still fucking with her. So it's nothing good ever comes out of stuff like that. So it's like, we know what it is. We get all red flags. We choose to ignore them.
Yeah.
That was my entanglement story, but you know, to say that lady probably hates my guts, and this was over 20 years ago. But you know, it's what it is. Nothing good come out of those relationships. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's never going to end well. You know.
Never.
No, I agree. So, I mean, speaking about relationships, I have a jewel to drop, ladies. Y'all ready for the jewel to drop?
Those jewels. Let me see those jewels.
Ready for them jewels.
Let's see those jewels in the comments. Let's see those jewels in the comments.
I don't know if our people are ready to hear the jewel because I don't see no jewel. Y'all see
drop those jewels in the comments.
I ain't seen that one jewel.
Drop the jewel, y'all.
Drop the jewel. Hey.
Evelyn asked me when I was with the guy, did I trust him? When I was with him, I'm with you.
Loud.
That's outside my house, girl. Sorry, ladies.
What was that?
That was outside my house. That person zigging by.
Tiffany, answer that question because we couldn't.
All right, Evelyn asks, well, Tiffany, when you was with him, did you trust him when y'all was together? And my answer is yes, I did. Because when I'm with somebody, I'm going to trust you until you show me otherwise. And he gave me no reason to not trust him. He didn't show me any reason to not trust him. Even when he did step out and sleep with his baby mother, I had no clue, no idea. I only found out because he told me. And if he didn't tell me, I didn't know. But so yeah, I trusted him. I gave him all the rope he needed to hang himself. You know what I mean?
Himself, baby.
Sometimes you gotta give him the rope.
Right. Ladies, we got Jules.
Not trust
we got
you.
Jules.
Hey,
We got
Jules.
Jules. Saying,
Hey,
Drop
Edward.
that Jules.
Oh, we got
Jules. Let's go. Let's go.
We got a lot of Jules.
Hey.
Okay, hello. All right, Laura, we got Evelyn. We got hello. Drop the jewels.
Oh, we got they ready
Drop
for the
them
jewels.
jewels, people. Drop those jewels. Because I mean,
guys. Okay, so
we're
here
ready.
goes the jewel. I'm about to drop the jewel. Okay, so you know how so I like relationships and all, but when I was single, I'm no longer single. Look at I'm no longer single, but when I was single, I was like a serial dater. Like I was dating not everyone, but I was giving if you was decent, you had a shot.
As you should.
Because you like to eat, I like to eat. If you like to drink, I like to drink. You want to see the movie, I want to see the movie. But I was dating I was dating multiple people, but I was not having sex with anyone. So I was single for like about 2 years straight. And throughout that 2 years time, I was practicing abstinence. Like I was not having sex.
High five on that, sis.
That's
Yes.
what's up, sis.
You know what I'm saying? It was a struggle. It was hard. You know what I mean? Like it was hard. It was hard because like some of the people I was dating, they was attractive or whatever, and they tried. Trust me, they tried. But I was like, I'm in a relationship. I'm good. I'm not giving it up. Whatever. I don't care if you spend the money. Blah 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 blah. But I'm not giving it up. And they really found it like hard to believe. I'm like, nah. I'm gonna date you so well. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You definitely giving it up. I'm like, okay, well we'll see. But I'll enjoy you. Lavishing me with gifts and taking me out and doing your thing. I'll enjoy all of that, but you will not be in the box. Bloop.
That's
so
right.
that is my jewel that I'm dropping. But I want to ask the audience, how long can y'all go without sex? I did 2 years. How long can y'all go?
Ooh,
I did a year.
Because 2 years sounds rough.
I did a year too.
I did a year.
I did about 19 from birth until
girl. I said a girl.
So what you're saying, Casey, is you have not stopped since you started. Is that what you're saying here? Let me go give you the mic. Is that what you're saying?
Y'all know I love my convenient dick. All right, there's always a convenient dick somewhere, wherever I live.
Girl, it's a struggle.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, maybe this is why I'm single.
Yes.
By choice.
By choice. By choice.
Oh yeah, it's by choice.
All right, so in the audience, they saying what they saying? All right, so Spencer said your story was like that until the king came.
I know. Right.
Hey, hello. Hello, somebody.
Heard you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Sanjay said 2 years. Anybody
Yeah, I can
else
do
practice abstinence?
I can do I would say I can do 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years. I could.
What have you?
I have, sorry, no, I've done about a year and a half.
Tiffany said,
Okay.
have you?
That was the question. The question is, how long have you done it?
Sorry, year and a half.
Walk and say we can do 2, but have you? No,
I've done a year and a
saying
half.
and doing is different. Like it's a job.
It is.
a job.
Yeah,
I did
It is.
I think I've done a year
Whoever came along.
at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Tiffany, that's the game we playing. All right.
That was it. He came along. It was over. You done started his plans.
Yeah.
Right.
I just a year for me is a top.
Yeah. But that's good, sis. A year is good.
It was too long.
Because it's temptation all over the place. So a year is good. Okay?
A year is too long.
We're not counting like phone sex or anything, right? You mean like the
No,
physical act?
that doesn't count. That doesn't
Okay,
count.
good. All right, so
At least I don't think
Wait,
so.
does oral count? Oral counts?
Oh.
I think so. No.
I think oral counts.
I don't think oral counts.
That you know why that counts? Because if your partner
Look
did
at
that
Tiffany
with somebody, if your partner had oral sex with somebody else, would it count to you?
Yeah.
But you're
That's
single.
exactly how I feel about
No.
it.
I don't think it counts because you're single. So I don't think that counts.
You're sexually
single.
intimate. You're sexually intimate.
Okay.
So Sue, let me give you the mic. So are you saying that in your 2 years of being celibate, you was getting the box 8?
Yes, she was.
Oh, okay,
it was a year
so
then for me.
Not the
it was no
first
year and a half because
not the first year, but like towards
something.
the end of the second year, I had met somebody, you know what I mean? And so like it was going down like that. But you know, prior to that, I was good.
So give us an accurate count because you put the 2 years in all strong and making us feel away.
Okay, so
like, what was that?
I want to say a year and maybe 8 months.
A year,
8 months.
Yeah, the last 3 months you was getting the box 8. Heard you. Is that what
you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's been a year and some change. I'm just saying. You talk to me nice. I'm talking about.
Talk to me nice.
you know. So that was my jewel, y'all.
Okay.
That was a good jewel. Juicy is all.
I don't believe you. You need more people. A year.
Oh, come on, Nicole. No. Come on, Nicole. Stop it. All right, so back to entanglements.
Right.
Drea,
you have any stories?
Drea, let's go.
Oh no, I gave my story about the divorce. That was my story.
She jumped ahead and gave her story.
Oh, well then let me get my entanglement.
Yeah, give your story.
All right, what's your entanglement story, girl?
We can hear that entanglement story, baby.
Well, keep talking. Let's go.
Okay, I gotta figure out which one. I gotta figure out which one I want to drop. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So speaking of convenient dicks,
you got the best one because you know who you are.
Spun a wheel. I don't know.
I say what? Yeah, I really just had to mentally like.
First of all, so much my cheeks hurt from smiling. Like I'm like,
I can't.
I'm over here.
Okay. So one of my entanglement stories, like I said, convenient dick. I was talking to some dude off the block. I don't like hood dudes. But you know, he had the swag, he was handsome, and it had been a minute, you know, like that type of thing. So we was kicking it a bit, and once again, he down the block. So I'm like, convenient dick, perfect, I'm signing up. So I went ahead and we
What?
I'm signing up. I love it.
You know, somebody you can whenever text, like, yo, come through. Or whatever, you know, like that. That's all I need. I'm single. I've been single for forever. Okay. So anyway, so of course he liked me as more than that. So I was entertaining it, like, because I've been single for forever. So I'm like, okay, let me see if maybe we can go on some legit dates and stuff. But he was too good for me. I couldn't do it. But anyway, so the situation of entanglement came in where one night I'm chilling in the house by myself with a glass of wine. I had a mood set for myself because I like to do that. And next thing you know, someone is calling my phone. And it's late night. I don't answer no phone call from no man late at night. I'm single, so don't nobody have the privilege to call me late at night. Like, no, you gotta go. I call you whenever I want. You don't call me. So anyway, I pick up the phone and it is literally a chick. Like, is my man there? What? I was like, well, who is? No, she didn't say is my man there. She was like, you know, my man. And I'm just like, who is your man? And she says the name. So I'm like, oh,
here we go.
I'm like, here go the drama, of course. Dating this dude off the block, of course there's going to be some stuff going on, right? He probably got a chick on every corner. Who knows? So I'm like, okay.
He called you.
I'm like, what about him? I'm like, I know him. What about him? And she's like, okay, well, you know, I'm just letting you know, I'm sending him to your house right now. He is done. I'm done with him because he's doing this and that, and he's cheating on me and blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah. And I'm just like, wait, you sending who to my house? And she's like, I'm sending him to your house. He's on his way right now. He's going to be ringing your door in about 5 minutes. Like, she really was going in, and I was just like, no, thank you. Like, you don't need to send nobody my way. If you're done with him, be done with him. He belongs to the streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to send him to?
He belongs to the streets.
To the streets, okay?
He belongs to the streets.
But she was like trying to now get information from me and was like breaking down, crying with trauma.
Let it go, love.
Yes.
So she's like, how long y'all been dating, this and that. So, you know, being bored and at home and I set my own mood, I went ahead and gave her the tea. I was like, yeah, I've been talking to him for such and such. And, you know, he come through and, you know, I use him to do little errands for me, you know, like, give me a job. You know what I mean? And she's
Let me just rub it in. Let me rub it in.
Right. Let me rub it all the way in.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't care. Like, I knew what it was.
Yo, we saved the best for last. Keep it going, sis.
Girl. So it's just like, literally, while on the phone with her, my doorbell is ringing. So I look
Oh
out the window.
my gosh.
For nobody who's not invited. So I look at the window, I see it's him, and I close the window, and I continue my conversation with her. Like, yeah, that's him right there, but I'm not opening the door because this is not, like, he can't just stop through whenever he wants to. This is not that type of situation.
Right.
I'm like, literally, he's convenient dick. That's it. I was like, I was thinking about being more, but I was just like, no, it's not going to work. And she's just like, well, he ain't sleeping here tonight, so he gonna be on the streets. You might as well let him in. And I'm just like, well, what is that?
Not my problem. It's not my problem.
He's this comfortable with talking to you is crazy. Like,
like we bonded. We bonded for a second. Like,
that shows
my
you
girlfriend. We were sharing it.
This is not the first time she's made a
Thank
call
you.
like this.
Right.
And she's only doing this just to try to make him fire up or whatever. She's gonna take him back tomorrow.
She was trying to get me off of him. Of course, being all dramatic and he this and he that and giving me all the scoop. She was trying to do that. Like, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, I don't like drama. So he was going to be cut off soon. I didn't know how soon, but he was going to be cut off soon. So I'm just like, you don't got to do all that for me. When I'm done, pass along, whatever. So anyway, he starts knocking, banging on my door, ringing the doorbell like crazy, yelling up to my window like he paid bills in there. And I was just like, oh, hell no. Like, we don't do this.
Yeah, hell no was right.
Call the cops, damn it.
So, I didn't call the cops, but I did. I hung up with her and I talked to him on the phone like, you're not getting up in here. Your chick just called me. And we're on a phone having a conversation. I don't appreciate somebody I did not give my number to, somebody I do not know, reaching out to me about you. And you ain't even all that you think you are, that she thinks you are. So I was just like, no, this is not going to work. And he was just like, please let me in. Trying to explain, this is not my girlfriend, this is my ex. She went through my phone. I'm like, oh, so your ex can go through your phone? So now it comes out like, well, I live with her. I'm like, wait. So whose apartment did you take me to and cook me food at? Ooh. I'm like, wait, what? Ooh. Like, it just, like, when I tell y'all, it was like building. Messy. It was more and more stuff.
They do too much.
And this girl was comfortable with calling my phone after that. Even after that night, he did not stay at my place. Doesn't happen. But she would call my phone whenever he went missing from their house. And then next thing you know, she calling me, telling me that she's pregnant and I just came from the hospital and they confirmed it and he was with me. And I'm like, girl, I don't care. Like, it was so much stuff going on. I mean,
that's too much.
Don't get me wrong. I hooked up with him a couple more times. And then like, so.
I'm sure you did.
Clearly, because how in the world I'm still listening to this stuff? And she knew. Like, you know what I mean? But I did get rid of that drama. But yeah, it was a mess. But I mean, convenient dick, and it was good. You know what I mean?
It's always the good convenient dick. That's what you do.
Girl,
right? It turns to difficult dick at some point.
Sit down,
girl. Right? Drama filled. Okay?
It's a drag.
It ends up not being worth it. Like, I'm gonna let you go on with yourself.
It was not. It wasn't. There was all types of stuff. He had gotten locked up one time. Was calling me for bail. I was just like, sir, who do you think I am?
I can't. Okay.
Now you need my money too.
No, it's
girl, and then the girlfriend was calling me for bail. I'm like, am I in a relationship with you? And like,
yo, these Facebook comments are going off. They just like, what?
They said that's a Tyler. Spencer said that's a Tyler Perry movie, Kesey.
Yeah, for real. Definitely sounded like a Tyler Perry movie.
Facebook. They just like, what? Wait. Between knowledge. Hey, knowledge. They going off.
Yo, Rachel.
Let's get some comments then.
Rachel said must have been good dick for that drama.
Who you telling?
Oh, Sanjay said, how long ago was that? She bet they still together.
They probably are.
Shorty with multiple kids. That was about maybe like 5 years ago, actually. 5 years ago.
They probably are.
They're probably married. Multiple kids, and she's still calling other women. He's mine. You may have had him 45 times, but he's coming home to me tonight.
Right. Jamila said he's the pool boy type.
Not the pool boy, Jamila.
That is hilarious. Yo, that's hilarious.
So at the end of the day, I guess.
Wait. 1 second. Wait, Mano said Kesey got the stories better than Charlie Murphy.
Kesey always got the stories. That was
a girl. She been through some things.
Yo, she think we all been tangled or entangled or out tangled or upside down tangled, sideways tangled, and everything else.
That's a fact. We all have. And in
conclusion,
I've
literally only been in one relationship and the rest were entanglements. Only one relationship have I ever been in.
Well, in conclusion.
Right? In conclusion.
I do not support entanglements. It is too complicated. Neither. I ain't got the time
for that. It's too much energy. Nobody got time for that.
No.
First of all,
people calling your phone.
But sometimes they pull
I don't want it done to me.
Before you know you entangled.
Right.
True.
That's true.
Right. But I still don't
support it. It's hard to get out of.
That's true.
I mean, if I'm willingly, I don't think that I will. Well, not that I don't think. I'm not interested in ever being willingly in an entanglement. Now, if I was in an entanglement without knowing, then that's something different. I got to ease my way out of that.
Right.
But
that's the hard.
I don't like to share. Okay, so I
don't against this.
Person.
Say it again.
Okay.
Please,
I don't like to share. I don't want to be shared. I don't want you shared. I don't want you to be comfortable with me being shared. And so sharing is just not for me and my man. Okay.
Sharing
but what I'm saying is it's a headache because like the story I said earlier, you think you want to share until you don't want to share.
Right.
If that shit go left. You know what I'm saying?
It's not for everybody.
But that's not for everybody. You got to know. And I think Tiffany Crafton made this point like shows ago where she said, you know, you and your partner, if you want to entangle or threesome or whatever, you and your partner have to make sure y'all can foresee and overcome anything, no matter what comes your way. You know what I mean? I think that you have to have that kind of a solid situation before you could be like dipping in and out. Because other than that, you in trouble because somebody leaves that entanglement with feelings and gonna want to revisit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
before we wrap it up, can we please just touch on the entanglement of Jada?
Oh God!
August, please.
Girl,
what was your reactions?
I said a girl.
Can we please touch on that?
I mean, which part would you like to touch on?
Y'all should already know how I feel about it.
Like August made. Did y'all hear the song he made? August.
Yes. Totally.
How disrespectful he is.
But that song should be testament to everyone that was saying, "Oh, she took advantage of him. Oh, she this, that, and the third." He knew exactly what he was doing.
His song, what he was doing,
talking about how broken and hurt he is. His song was talking about exactly what it was. He was basically patting himself on the back, like, "Yeah, you married, but you basically wanted this young back." Like, he was not remorseful. He was not acting hurt. It just is what it was. It just was what it was.
Mm-hmm. He is capitalizing off this whole situation. That's why
exactly.
That's what I could not respect.
Thank you.
Play your role. If you want to be her side man or her little entanglement, play the hell out of that role, and we should never know nothing about it unless somebody else slipped up.
Thank you.
So hurt, he would have came out with it years ago. He waited until that album was about to drop.
Right. So he was irrelevant. He was irrelevant, and now he's trying to make his comeback.
He knew what he was doing.
And that's what I don't like. It's like, you know, my thing is like they had their agreement, you know what I mean? And it went down. And it should have, like, just like Kesey just said, it should have been hush hush. Like, why bring it out to the world? Why? Why do we all need to know that?
Album coming soon.
Because he want to sell his records. And don't get me wrong, he's a very talented artist. He can sing.
He is.
But he could have. There's a way to do it. You know how many artists have spilled tea and dirt in their music and gotta speculate like, oh wait, because didn't he say, oh wait, that's more exciting than you just being like Jada Pinkett Smith in a song, like, you know.
Yo,
Nova
said send me her number. Send me her number. But my thing is like Velvet. I think
he could have told his story. He could have even sung that song, but he didn't have to mention their names.
He didn't have to mention them. Let us speculate.
You kept guessing.
Married person, you could speak your truth. Don't speak on them. Like, that's their business. Put their business out there. That's their business to tell, not yours. You know, so he was wrong for that. I don't have no respect for that. It's like,
neither do I.
Well,
I don't like that. I don't like that whole kiss and tell.
He's obviously in his feelings. So
yes,
thank you.
Yes,
thank you. And that's exactly what a man do. Don't get me wrong, female do it too. But like, come on,
they worse with it.
Like
they worse. Yeah, they worse with it. They can't take what they dish out.
They can't hold water.
Right.
No, but let me tell you,
Wonderful.
like
Tell the world.
August, he's the reason why we know he's the reason why we know what happened, because he wasn't the one talking about it on interviews and stuff like that. That's how it became public, because Jada never said a word. Will never said a word. He was the one to bring light on and bring attention on. And my thing is, if you a dude, and why would you not want that bragging right? Like, oh, I hate, I've slept with Jada. Okay, I got that. Yeah. But take your moment and be quiet, because you know what you was getting yourself into. You knew she was married. Okay, let's be clear. They were separated, but she was still married. And when you're separated, is a chance that you can bounce back to your relationship. So that's the risk that you take. And I say, like, if you're not about that life to deal with somebody that's married or separated, don't get into it. Like, you
don't even do it. That's
don't even do it. Don't
Make
even
sure
do it. And
free and clear that person.
Yeah, and like, if you're not about that life.
I think what stings the most is most people think I can do this. I'm a big boy or I'm a big girl. I can do this. But when feelings get involved, it's a different ballgame. And now at this point, when the feelings involved, you have to like check yourself. You have to. And the fact that he could not get her how he wanted her, he got to understand she's not his. I guess once he realized that, he's not yours.
Right.
No matter how.
But I think he probably changed the number and everything. Like, who are you? I don't know
anymore.
Sorry. My man is back.
Yeah, but that's what she said. She said that on the Red Table Talk, or the Red Table. Yeah. She said it right. She did say that. She said after she got back in contact with Will, she never reached out or was in contact with August again. And my mom is like, as expected, that's not a surprise, but understand August probably was far gone by then. Like, he probably, we don't know how long this entanglement lasted. It probably lasted for months or for a year. He probably was head over heels for Jada, like, clearly. So he was in his feelings and thought that Will was never going to come back, which was smart, because he was like, he got Will's blessing. So that was confirmation for him. Like, oh, I got Will's blessing. Like, he know what's going on. I'm with her. We good. But no, they're still married and she bounced back. But what bothers me most about the situation is that, like, the feedback from the world, like in the society, is like, oh my God, Jada's a G. Like, oh, how she ended up doing that. My thing is, like, guys do it all the time. It's not a big deal. God, like, we don't know. Will is not innocent. We don't know what Will was doing in a relationship to make her want to have an entanglement. So my thing is, like, he's not innocent. But what I we don't know the real truth. What's the real truth? And what I love most about it is they love each other unconditionally and they bounce back no matter what they go through.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Definitely the people who were saying she took advantage of him and blah, blah, blah. Like, you got to flip the script. If that was a man doing it to a woman, I don't feel like it would be, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be the advantage, but I feel like it would be perceived a lot differently. Like, she sat there and she was like, it was an entanglement. Next question. Like,
fact.
Like, yes, girl.
And he was like, it was an entanglement?
Really? Even if it was more than that to her, he kissed and told. So now she had to play that a certain way.
Yeah, of
even
course.
if it was more to her, it ain't
of
more.
Course. She can't sit at the table with her husband and be like, yeah, I loved him and now it hurt me to leave him to come back to you. Like, she ain't gonna be at the table talking like that. Right. So it's like, she gotta do what she gotta do to make her marriage survive and last. Shit. Like, I ain't mad at her. Like I say, men do it all the time. Yeah. Men do it all the time, all day long. Just like Kevin Hart. Like, Kevin Hart cheated on his wife.
Yes.
And he came to her and told her only because the girl was going to blackmail him. And he didn't want to pay that kind of money. So what happened? He ended up letting his wife know. And everybody was like, oh my God, she's a fool for staying with him. Oh my God, this and third. But guess what? That's her husband. She forgave him just like Will forgave Jada. It's the same shit.
At the end of the day,
so many people forgive so many people when they do these kind of things. It's not even on celebrity basis only.
But it's a double standard for sure. It's a double standard.
Let's read these comments before we close out, please.
Yes.
Oh, comments.
There's 120 comments on this.
What?
Okay?
Read these comments
on our video.
Well, Sandra said that August Alsina was going to make money off it. That's why he came out with it. I agree. Yes. Spencer said entanglement is the new word for cheating. I guess you could say that. It's just it's not just cheating. I think it defines. And it's more than cheating, because entanglement means you're actually in a relationship with someone else.
It's
cheating.
Or like, you know how people would say situationship.
Right, situationship. Right. I would say that's a new word for entanglement, is situationships. That, like, not cheating. Cheating is something else.
Cheating is cheating.
Yeah. All right, no one is surprised. This is knowledge. No one is surprised by rumors that they had open relationship. I'm not surprised about it. We've been heard the rumors. They just never denied it or confirmed it. When he came out with it is what he just confirmed what they had that people speculated. They still haven't confirmed their open relationship, but we know what it was. Because what did Will say? Will said, "I'm gonna get you back," and what she said, "I got you back already," right? So clearly, they both been doing their own thing. It's just that his women are not talking, or his men, whatever he's dealing with, are not talking.
Whoever,
right?
Whoever.
And that's it. Right.
This is why people have you sign contracts, because people come out and start doing
non-disclosure. NDA, get that NDA popping.
Where's the non-disclosure?
NDA popping.
Like, where they at? That's what you got to do when you have such a brand. They got a big
Beyonce
brand.
does this. She has a non-disclosure. She says it in her music. Like, in order for you to be around me.
They human. Things happen.
But then also think about who August Alsina was, though. I think she didn't think that through. He wasn't on her level, don't get me wrong, but he's a celebrity too. And maybe she wasn't thinking like, oh, this is going to get out because it's a celebrity. Because you know, a lot of times people the people who are signed in the NDAs are people we don't know. It's like nobody.
Right. She's spiritual, and she's a very spiritual person, and she connected with him on whatever spiritual level. And then it got physical, you know. So that was more than what it was. I don't think it was a thought of let me not.
Of course not.
I think it's just something that happened and just went where it went. But we all human and things just happen. He just had to check himself. That's all that is. Somebody needs to shake his ass and check him. Like, we'll need to check him at the end of the day. Because I feel like that was so cool. Check him.
Yeah,
he was trying to do a confessions album. Y'all remember when Usher came over with the confessions?
Oh, Lord.
Album?
Here we go.
He's trying to be on that level.
Yeah, so Knowledge Born said no one was surprised because rumors.
Tiffany read that.
He said that.
Oh, sorry. Rachel said, I don't respect Jada because she didn't publicly apologize to Will for the embarrassment.
Let's also be clear that they are a married couple and they are both actors. So they're not going to go on live television on their own show and put something out that they did not want to be put out.
Thank you.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, let's leave that alone.
Wait, Tiffany, you're muted.
As far as the public apology goes, I feel like when they did their little 12-minute red table and they pounded out, that was them agreeing to disagree and keep it pushing. They don't have to be more.
Right. And at the end of the day, we were seeing their relationship. And
this is probably so long ago too this happened, so it's like they've already been through all that, so it's like they're over it, so there's no need for them to publicly apologize to him.
It's a huge distraction.
You don't need to
apologize. Distraction for what's going on in the world.
That's all distraction. It's just to appease the media. Like, they already went through this, been through this.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. It's a huge distraction for what's really going on in the world today. That's all it really was.
That's exactly.
Because they should have had a red table talk about justice for Rihanna. Okay.
Exactly. Because it's always a good day to arrest the cops that killed her. You know, always.
You understand what I'm talking about? Okay.
Exactly.
All right, guys.
Wait,
I still love Jada and Will the same. Like,
me too. Me too.
As long as they love each other, they should not care less about what's happening.
I just want to say thank you for giving us the word entanglement. Thank you.
Brandy said she never even heard of August.
Jada and Will.
Who said that?
Brandy said she never even heard of August until the situation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was his point. That's why he did what he did. So people that know him can know him now.
I mean, he should be saying thank you to her because she leveled him up major. Let's be clear.
Yeah. I was always an August fan. I had every album, just so y'all know. But anyway.
I didn't, but I had some. I liked his songs. I liked some of the songs I heard.
I mean, he
fell off.
He fell off.
Big time.
I mean, he's good or whatever, but he had situations that made him fall off.
Yo, Spencer said Will can't check him. He got to check his wife.
What is that?
Why are we getting into checking?
Yo, wait, Sanjay said word. Who that?
All right,
because he's talking business.
I think we dragging it, y'all. Let's do the outro.
We love you guys.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in again for the 13th
baby
Webisode. Yes, doing our thing. We're so happy that y'all continue to tune in. And for all the newcomers, we thank you once again for being here. Make sure you watch our old shows, okay? They all are posted up on the Phoenix Jewels Facebook page. So you can watch every last one of them and trust they are all entertaining, okay? So not only do we do this, but we do so much more. Okay. Once again, we're not just friends, we're business. So if you ever need to reach out to us for any business ventures, for any appearances, to speak to youth, like we're 5 intelligent women, okay? We don't just gossip.
Right.
All right. We would love to reach out to the community, to be there for other people. And that's what we're here for. That's a part of this platform. So please, we are the Phoenix Jewels, okay? If you didn't know, you know now. Our Instagram is at the Phoenix Jewels. Our Facebook is at the Phoenix Jewels. And our Twitter is at Phoenix_Jewels, okay? You can book us. You can just chat with us. We are here. Don't forget to if you ever have any questions, or even you have a topic, like an idea, something you want us to address or talk about on the show, reach out to any one of those. You can comment under a video. We'll see it. Please, this is what we're here for. We love what we do, and we want y'all to be engaged and to love it as well. So let us know, okay?
And for next week's episode, first of all, we have to thank Trinity again. Trinity,
oh,
Jack
yes,
Dio.
thank you, Trinity.
Thank you, Trinity.
You were so awesome. Thank you for joining
We love you, Trinity, Jack Dio.
Yes, Trinity.
Yes.
Please come back and
Thank
watch.
you, Trinity.
We had a beautiful young lady on here, 19 years old, who has her own nonprofit organization called From We Can't to We Can. And you guys, please go support her. She is so beautiful.
Yes, please support her. Every little bit counts, even if it's $5, you know?
So for next
and we are also looking for more businesses to shout out, more Black-owned businesses to shout out. So please,
email
drop a comment, email us.
Yeah, even if you are a business that wants to be, featured, definitely send us your info, please.
Yeah.
And don't forget, it's always a great day to arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Remember that. Okay? Call, text, whatever you need to do. Keep her trending. That's what I'd like you guys to do. That's it. From the Phoenix Jewels. Love you guys.
And we'll see you on Tiffany's Live tonight.
Hey!
Yes.
Yeah, come on over to my IG Live, guys.
Yes.
I'll be on there.
I saw Jamila's comment. She said she's in there tonight.
Yes. I'll be
If
there around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you guys so much for joining us every week. We appreciate you guys. Thank you again.
Don't forget to tune in next week, because we bringing the heat.
Next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. And if you want to hear us talk about a topic that you would like to discuss, you better drop it in the comments.
That's right. That's the topic, guys.
Hey.
Hey.